Hello and welcome back to Sakura Swim Club. Excuse me? You're not excused? You need to be more considerate of others when you're walking around? She's not listening to me. I'm gonna have to try again. That's not... That is relevant? That isn't what I was gonna say. She's too intent on expressing her anger to notice the problem. I can't give up. Listen to me, you have a problem. I do. You bumped into me? That's the problem here. No, that's not it. What do you mean that isn't it? Why are you looking at me like... Her eyes slowly look down and she sees what the problem is. And an eruption of red spreads across her face. She immediately slips her hand between her thighs, pulling her skirt down to hide her stripes. Doesn't really help much though. You saw everything, didn't you? Yes. Oh, why did I say that? The word seems to hit her like a sledgehammer. How can you admit that so shamelessly? It was an accident. I didn't mean to see your panties. You know, I think I'm just making her angrier. She picks herself up and runs down the hall. You better not tell anyone what happened. I'll know who did it. For a moment, I just sit there, slowly taking in what happened. Then I remember that I'm sprawled on the ground and I quickly get to my feet. Now, you see, you wouldn't have this problem if your school uniform included trousers. Just a thought. What a strange encounter. Wait, she was sitting next to me in class. Oh, this lesson's going to be awkward. So, my lessons dragged on for the rest of the afternoon, and the only thing I could be bothered doing was waiting for the bell to ring. It's only a matter of time. There's no sign of the girl I bumped into either. Now then, students, a word before you go. Do make sure to review today's material. This will be on your tests this semester, so do not forget it. Shortly after he finishes speaking, the bell rings. Time to finally leave this place. Another long, boring and pointless first day. There's still some clubs I haven't had a look at yet. As I'm about to leave, he turns to me again. Katie, I just wanted to talk to you again. Yes, sir. How was your first day? Pretty much what I expected it to be. And what did you expect it to be? Do you really want to know? My response makes him frown. I see. He turns back towards his desk, gathering his things. Well then, did you check out the clubs? A few of them. None of them really stood out to me yet. I'll keep looking, but I don't know if I'll find one I like. See, this is why you need a medieval society. Everybody loves sword fighting. He readjusts his glasses awkwardly. Good. Keep looking. I'm sure you'll find somewhere to spend your time. Oh, another thing too. Even if you don't like any of them, please join one, okay? His tone suggests that he's commanding me more than asking me. You really need to. So what about the swimming club? He just shakes his head. It wouldn't be worth your time. Why wouldn't it be? I told you before, it has an infamous reputation among the students. He just shrugs. Well, you can if you wish to, but I don't know if it'll be the club that suits you. Despite myself, I now really want to know more about the swimming club. Where can I find the school's pool? He lets out a defeated and weary sigh. Down the hall from this classroom, take a right, then another right, and then a left. Oh, I hope you'll find what you're looking for there. He packs his things and heads out of the room. See you tomorrow then, Katie. I hope that I will be able to help you. I know that he means well, but I don't like how he talks about the swimming club that way. Is it even appropriate for a teacher to comment on things like that? Did something happen with the swimming club? Is that why he's talking about it this way? All it does is make me want to find out more about it. What's the truth behind this swim club? Well, I guess that's something I can investigate right now. Here I am, standing before the entrance to the swimming pool. It took me way longer to find it than I expected. The swimming club's supposed to be meeting right now. And after all the discouragement I've received, I feel like I need to know what the deal with the club is. The distinct smell of chlorine hits me as I pass through the doors. Technically not true. That distinctive smell you're thinking of isn't chlorine, that's chlorine reacting to things in the water. I'm sorry, that's me being incredibly picky, but what can I say? I'm a nitpicky son of a bitch. I own a copy of the Nitpicker's Guide to Star Trek and the Nitpicker's Guide to Star Trek The Next Generation. Well, technically it's my dad's copy, but I'm the one who reads it most. When was the last time I smelled that? I don't think I've been to a proper swimming pool in a very long time. So I'm fairly impressed, to say the least. This building is massive. Full-length Olympic swimming pool spreads out before me. As I look around, though, I notice that there's no one else here. The only sound which echoes through the building is the gradual lapping of the water against the pool's edge. Funny. From what I gathered, the swimming club was supposed to be meeting today. So where are they? Hello? Is anyone here? Only silence in response. I don't think there's a single soul here. Maybe practice isn't on today. But it said that practice was on today. I don't know, if there's no one in the swimming club, I obviously can't join it. Hello? My own voice echoes back to me several times. Hello? Hello, 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 hello. Sorry, I couldn't resist. It really is barren in here. Perhaps I should hang around for a bit. They might be getting changed or something, I don't know. I decide to wait there for a few minutes. And there's little else for me to do other than watch the water gently lap against the pool's edge. Didn't I used to love swimming? Don't really remember. More importantly, why is there no one here? Even on a hot day like this, surely someone would be using the pool. Oh well. Let's wonder why it's abandoned. Wonder why it's abandoned right now. Maybe that's what's infamous about the club. Maybe the members never meet up. It's a club that doesn't exist. I guess I can only pointlessly speculate. And just as I'm about to leave, I hear a loud splash come from behind me. And two girls emerge from the water. Yep, all the usual subtlety of a Sakura game. Nice to see they've got their old artist back though. Also, why exactly has her swimsuit strap snapped? And why is hers that strained? Wait. Oh god, one of them's that black-haired girl from before. And the other one sitting next to me in class. I mean, they're wearing swimsuits, but well, the swimsuits are practically shredded. The straps are torn too, meaning it can't stay up on its own. Both of them are desperately trying to hold their swimsuits together. But it's helping much, it's revealing plenty despite their efforts. Their cheeks are flushed red roses, they look down at themselves. These are the two terrorists that my teacher told me about? Oh, this is so embarrassing. How do you think I feel about it? Who cares how you feel about it? I care how I feel about it. You need to be more careful. You need to be more careful. It's all your fault. No, it isn't. Both of them argue with each other angrily, completely failing to notice me standing there. And as they do, they seem to care less and less about holding their swimsuits together. More and more pale skins revealed as every moment passes. I'm not sure exactly what I should be doing at the moment. Our swimsuits! Oh, well, at least there's no one else around, right? As she says that, she looks around the room. Imagine how embarrassing it would be if someone was... A pale blue eye shift towards where I'm standing. And I think I've been found. What? What's wrong? And when the black-haired girl doesn't respond, she looks towards where I'm standing as well. And she grows silent too as she notices my presence. Both of them start to furiously blush as the situation dawns on them. A few awkward moments pass before they say anything. Stop looking at us like that, you pervert! They try even harder to cover themselves. It's not really helping though. If anything, their panic is causing their swimsuits to fall apart even quicker. It's now a desperate battle between them and their clothing. And they're losing. Really badly. It seems like there's nothing they can do to stop it. Dude, you can turn your head, you know. There is such a thing as gentlemanly courtesy. Get out of here right now! Perverts like you are the worst! And they both stare at me indignantly. And the white-haired girl's indignant look quickly turns into panic though. Oh no! It's falling apart! I can't stop it! Help me! I think I see something completely divided in half before she can finish speaking. Her face goes redder than the hot coals of a furnace. And for a moment, she focuses her attention away from me to deal with this new problem. Ha! At least mine isn't getting any worse. I'm just... Another sound of tearing material. And her face goes bright red too. So, have they just got swimsuits that constrict massively when they're wet, so that they're just ripping off them or something? Because That seems like a design flaw to me. Oh, not me too. She looks down in despair at her swimsuit. Oh, this is just too embarrassing. I can't stand it anymore. Despite their own problems, they still look back at me. I'm surprised they're able to hold their swimsuits together at all. Stop standing there and looking at us. Out! Now! You heard her? Get out! It would be better to listen to them, I think. They slowly back out of the building, their eyes fixed on me the entire time. Sometime later, the pair returned from the changing rooms. I decided to wait outside for them. Their faces are still red. You're still here? Her face turns grim as she looks closer at me. She must not have recognised me while she was flustered before. Oh no, not you again! Not him again? This is the guy who... She can't bring herself to finish saying it. Yet before she was shouting it out shamelessly. I'm sorry about that. I really didn't mean to. Yeah, it's a British impulse, incidentally. We apologise immediately for everything. Especially the stuff that's not our fault. I get nothing but a pout in response. Guys always say they're sorry, but they don't really mean it. This happening twice just proves that. Yes, it's unfortunate that you walked in when that happened. I don't think we need to tell you that you shouldn't mention what happened here. The white-haired girl seems rather cool about the whole situation now that it's over. If you say anything about this, or what happened in the hallway, the black-haired one on the other hand looks really mad. Her gaze is practically burning a hole through me. Don't worry about it, I won't tell anyone. Thank you. You're that transfer student, aren't you? Katie, right? Yeah, and you are? How can you be so calm at a time like this, Hiromi? Hiromi? So that's her name. Has anybody else noticed that their clothes have boob socks? Incidentally, if you're not aware of the term, I think it was Linkara who coined it, though, put it this way, it was Linkara who was the first person I heard it from. Because he was talking about the way that Jim Ballant drew Catwoman's, clothing. A boob sock is basically a fictional item of clothing that loops round and encompasses a pair of breasts entirely, rather than doing what normal clothing does and sort of hanging loose from them. Basically, it's a way for artists to draw a pair of boobs without actually showing anything that could get them done for it. Yeah, because clothes, they don't work like that. Sorry. Oh, he said he wouldn't tell anyone. I'm sure he'll keep his word, Miko. How can you be so sure about that? Really, I won't tell anyone. Look, it'd be nasty to do something like that. I don't think I trust you yet. Hiromi ignores her friend's outbursts. So, what are you doing here? I was checking out the clubs. It's my first day after all. Oh? Ah, then I think you've found the right club. Do we really want someone like him to join the swimming club? Hiromi looks around at her vast, empty building around her. There's no one else around. Oh, right. Why didn't you just get Solar to run it? You'll be fine then. Listen, since you've caused me so much trouble, you should join the swimming club. Well, this is a strange turn of events. First she was mad at me, now she's asking me to join her club. We really need new members. If we don't, they're going to close our club. Both of them gaze at me. The weight of their stares is heavy. I don't think I could say no. Look, before I do, can I ask something? Okay. Both of them seem to freeze up, anticipating something. Look, I heard from someone that you aren't very welcoming of new members. Why are you inviting me so readily? Oh, please ignore those rumours. A deep, disappointed frown forms on her face. If we weren't, why would we invite you in the first place? Of course you believe that. You shouldn't just accept what everyone says as fact. God, no wonder they have an infamous reputation. Still, I can't just leave them like this. That's all I wanted to know. Don't worry about it, I'll join. It's not that I'm doing this out of guilt or obligation, though. All of the other clubs. Let's just say that something feels exciting about this one. The fact that something has finally caught my interest is nothing short of significant. Both of them look really happy when I say that. Ah, boy, oh boy, oh boy, these games. Right, that's a reasonable point to end this part, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next.